Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Tuesday, July 18th.
Over the weekend, deputies handled 878 calls for service and made 245 traffic stops.
It was a busy weekend for Flagler County Sheriff's deputies. Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley highlights some of the arrests.
A fugitive from Georgia found out the hard way he should not have come to Flagler County. He's now in the Green Roof Inn on no bond as a fugitive from justice. A number of dangerously drunk drivers were also arrested. I want to thank the community who witnessed some of these drunk drivers and called us so we could get them off the street before they kill someone or seriously injure them. This includes a mother who was driving so impaired with a 2-year-old child in the back seat unrestrained. She certainly will not get Mother of the Year award. In another case, a drunk driver was so impaired that when he finally stopped near Advent Health, Palm Coast, deputies had to use a wheelchair to wheel him to the emergency room to be checked out, as he had total inability to stand and communicate, except for profanity towards the deputies. As a result, we showed these drunk drivers some new bars located at the Green Roof Inn.
Sheriff Rick Staley has this reminder if you're out drinking.
Do not drive. An Uber, taxi, or friend driving you home is a lot safer for everyone and will avoid you from going to jail.
Deputies made 16 arrests over the weekend. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. The next City of Palm Coast meeting is being held this morning, and there's a full agenda. The City Council meeting will begin at 9 a.m. with the following resolutions. Brittany Kershaw, Director of Communications and Marketing for the City of Palm Coast.
The first item on the agenda is setting the proposed maximum millage rate or trim rate. This will be the maximum that the millage rate can be set at for the fiscal year 2024. It can still be lowered after this date, but it cannot be raised any higher. Also on the agenda for Tuesday is going over the ordinance for the electric franchise fee agreement with Florida Power and Light. This was discussed during the July 11th workshop meeting, and if approved, the effective date would be October 1st of this year. Back in April of this year, City Council directed city staff to explore new revenue options in order to maintain our roadway structure throughout the City of Palm Coast. This includes the arterial and the residential roads. These additional funds coming into the city would help to restore those roads through milling and resurfacing projects, which are currently underfunded through the budget. As always, the community is encouraged to attend the City Council meetings, to participate in public comment, or to tune in to our YouTube channel if you cannot appear in person to be able to stay up to date on what is going on in your city.
The meeting will begin at 9 a.m. in the community wing at City Hall.
The Florida Department of Transportation will soon hold a public meeting regarding project plans on State Road A1A from South 8th Street to North 18th Street. F.PIO, Cindy Lane.
We'd love to have people come out. It'll be held at the Flagler Women's Club, which is at 1524 South Central Avenue in Flagler Beach, and they can come out anytime between 5:30 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. on Thursday, July 20th.
Lane adds the purpose of the project is to extend the service life of the roadway by resurfacing the existing asphalt pavement and to provide additional operational and safety improvements. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
What is an oceanarium?
Taryn McGinnis from Marineland Dolphin Adventures said it is what the founders of Marineland Studios came up with for their underwater movie shots.
The original oceanarium buildings that were built to be this underwater film studio, there were two of them, circular oceanarium and the rectangular oceanarium. They were each 3 stories tall, so you could either go all the way up to the top and look down, or there were over 200 porthole windows that were designed for filming through.
McGinnis said that all the fish in the oceanarium had to live together to give the moviegoer the sense of seeing the fish in the ocean back in 1938. You can listen to the Business Report on WNZF on Saturday mornings at 10 o'clock or anytime on the Flagler radio app. Tomorrow, why Marine Studios was in Florida and not in California. From the WNZF newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.